Hi, folks. I hope everybody's doing good and feeling even better. Today, I'm going to show you guys a Bulldog Brand USA Barlow. And it was built by Great Eastern Cutlery. It's a SFO for Jim Parker Jr., also nicknamed Buzz Parker. And he's the son of the well-known Jim Parker, who has been in the knife world for ever since the 60s. So now I could write a 800-page book on all the collaborations that Jim Parker did. I mean, there was Parker Edward, Parker Frost, Parker Seizo Amai from Japan, a Japanese custom knife maker, who also was a good friend of Moki. I don't know Moki's first name, and I doubt if I pronounced Seizo right. Seizo Amai. And there was also, Parker started his own brand, the Parker Eagle brand, and he bought Bulldog in 1991 after Frederick Oberts either died or decided to sell it. And Bulldog Brand was started in 1978 by Charlie Dorton. And then it moved on to Frederick Oberts. And there's just so many dates. But anyway, Bulldog Brand had... what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a whole bunch of links in the description. And if you guys want to try and figure this out, you're welcome to it, because, I mean, it's intense. But it's some good reading. In fact, should have this closer. I found out during my search that these Parker Eagle brand knives, the ones that say Surgical Steel Japan, these were actually made in the U.S. It was the blades, because his friendship with the custom Japanese makers, he was able to get real high quality steel at a good price, cheaper than you could make it in the U.S. And the blades were imported from Japan, and then he had these built in the USA, which is a really nice knife. But anyway, back to where I was. Bulldog Brand has 7 different generations. Collectors have broken them down into 7 different generations. And I'll leave all that in the description box. I have 3 examples out here. This is a 4th generation Bulldog, which was made in 1998. And that was made in Germany. All these were made in Germany until 2009, when the factory closed and Parker commissioned GEC to start making the knives. But anyway, 4th generation, 5th generation Bulldog Barlow. This was made in 2007. And this is a 5th generation Bulldog, also made in Germany. And this is a prototype. If you can see that, prototype. This doesn't have the date on it, but I can tell it's still a 5th generation because it has the fighting bulldogs. As you'll see, that's the same as the fighting bulldogs there. Whereas the 4th generation has the Bulldog, the one pit bull terrier, and his nickname was Lucky. See him? So what they did, each generation, they had different tang stamps and different etches, but they kept going back from single dog to double fighting dogs, because each trademarks run out after 3 years. So that's why you got so many different generations. But anyway, like I said, I'm not trying to confuse anyone or confuse myself, but I'm going to leave a bunch of links, and it's a really good read. It'll take you a while. I've been studying this for like 3 days now, actually, probably about 4 days. But German made, and then we're going to take a look at a U.S. made by Great Eastern Cutlery. It's actually a tribute to Jim Parker, who died in 2002. And his son took over for a little while up to 2014 and sold the name to Bluegrass Cutlery, and they're now being made in China. So I got all that out. So you got Germany made, then USA made, and then in 2014 made in China. So before we take a quick look at it, let's take a quick spin around the block. It's going to be real fast because I just spent five minutes trying to sort all that out. We'll show you this is what I've been carrying today, yesterday, and I'll be carrying tomorrow. And we'll just go through. It's pretty much a bunch of the same stuff. Got my camp knives out there, camp and scout knives. And over here, I put this out because it's amazing resemblance of the smooth amber bone of the Bulldog that I'm going to show you. It's almost, you would almost think it came from the same lot, but this is a Shatton Morgan, and what I'm going to show is a GEC. Then you got some more Barlows here that have been out, and here's a few things that were out for the last few days. And I got this, I know I keep going back to this Winchester, but this was actually a placeholder for the number 25 pattern of this GEC Bulldog Barlow. And it's a placeholder because I really like these bullet style Barlows, especially the two blade that are really chunky like that. So this has been a placeholder, and I'm really fond of this knife. I don't know if any of you guys picked this up, but you can get these for like $15. And they got a really nice clip point. There's no half stops. I mean, it's not a GEC or nothing. But, you know, it's got the Winchester name. It's made in China, and it's virtually indestructible. I've hit this with a hammer to try and tighten up some of the gaps. But let's take a look at the star of the show. You guys are going to be amazed when you see this one. Now, it's not as big as this. It's a small number 25 pattern, GEC 25 pattern. Check this out, you guys and gals. Look at that spear point, and look at this bone. Now, there's 125 of these made. I have number 44, and you'll see it was sold as used but never carried. But you could tell that if it wasn't carried, it was a showpiece for quite a while with all the scratches on the bolster or the little scuffs. And I don't care because this is going to be a user. I've actually carried it a couple times, but I didn't put it in a leather slip. I just kind of pocket dropped it. But it's going to be a user, but I'm going to be, you know, smart with it in case I ever have to liquidate. I'll be able to get some of my money back because this wasn't that cheap. But it wasn't expensive as the the actual GEC number 25s that'll actually say GEC on it. I think because it's a Bulldog brand, it scared a lot of the GEC collectors away, which enabled me to stick my nose in there and make a solid bid for it and get it at a pretty good price. But as you'll see, look at the bone. The beauty of the blades and that etch. That's Lucky. Right there is Lucky. Lucky the Bulldog. Lucky the Pit Bull. See, it was made in 2009. And let's get right to the right to the pile side. Once again, another very good piece of bone. Bulldog Brand USA tang stamp. Look at how that just reflects the light. It's got like a yellow and orange. It's called Smooth Amber Bone. And I'll show you Shat and Morgan's version of the smooth. Actually, they call theirs Smooth Honey Bone. I haven't done a video on this knife yet. That is so cool that I actually got like two knives made out of the same material almost. This is a pretty cool knife. I'll be doing a video on that soon. But anyway, let's put this little sucker in the hand. Show you guys some snap. Slide the pedestal of fame off to the side here. And let's see what happens if we move this down and this over. Got my carry for today. As you'll see, it's built by GEC. There's not a flaw on it anywhere except the, the carry marks or the usage marks. No gapping. Just a beautiful little Barlow. Not big, 3 inches long. Whereas, let's see, I think I have the GEC Tom's Choice Barlow. It's 2 sweet little Barlows there. But let's take a look at this here. Nice half stop. Walk and talk. Secondary blade. Secondary blade says 2009 on it. Yep. And nothing on that side. And this etch. Oh, let's get the right angle. There we go. The 2 fighting dogs, and you'll see the USA right next to the one dog that looks like he's winning the fight, right by his ass. USA. There we go. That's better. I don't know which one he thinks winning. This is the Fighting Bulldogs. Man, that's a mean dog. Anyone that has a pit bull for a pet is crazy. Just absolutely crazy. I'm sure I'll get some comments. Well, yeah, if you teach them right, they're okay. And you'll see a little choil there. So I got small hands. I can get a 4th finger on. But for most people with bigger hands, it's going to be a 3-finger knife. Beautiful spear point. Like I said, I've carried it a couple times. I've just been real easy opening up mail and packages. Just a nice style. And you'll see the size. But it's that bullet style that I like. So without further ado, again, just because I like to say that, we'll put this down here and we'll throw a couple Barlows out and check it for a size. I don't know, I guess we don't need to weigh it. It's not, I mean, it's a 3-inch knife. Drop it in your pocket and you don't even know it's in there. Put that out. Let's put a marbles because everyone's got one of these ram's horn marbles, right? So now you get a good idea how small it is. Let's put the... You can hear it start raining outside. And this here 5th generation Bulldog, I probably shouldn't spoil the surprise, but because it has a spear point, I want to get it out there because I got to do a video on that too. So this will give you a general idea. Where's my, I know I had, just a minute, stick with me, Pete. Stick with me, Pete. And you'll see it's about 6 inches opened up. Should probably clear all the smudging. Opened up all the way is about 5 1/4 inch. Normal size Barlow. It's about 6 inches, a little over 6 inches opened. Your ram's horn, a little under 6 inches open. But we'll finish out with a good look at them all. So, my friends, until next time, take care. Peace. Bye-bye.